Hey everyone, I hope you guys are doing great and about to enjoy your weekend. So, yeah, this live event is to discuss the Q&A which you have so far. I'll just wait for a few more minutes for the people to join in. So, I hope the things are going great with you guys. Uh, I hope you guys started contributing. All right, I can see people are joining in right now. That's great. So what we do is like we will I'll just guide you some common Q&A which we have received so far. Then I will tell you some guidelines. The few things which we have received so far is something like few of the repo is not active. So we have taken action from our side, removing those projects from the program, and we are onboarding new projects for you. I can see that there is like a lot of demand, a lot of issues are rising in individual repository right now. So what we did is like we are onboarding few more projects. So that would be 100, around 100 projects, new projects onboarding for you guys, which is also very beginner friendly. So it would be really helpful for beginners to contribute towards that. Then few more common issue which we received is like few of the repository is not really active. So I will tell you a secret trick how to analyze a repo before raising an issue. So you don't have to wait for a very long time in the queue to somebody to assign you the issue and you work on. Again, you have to wait for a long time. You don't have to wait for that. So let's see. Um, let's see how to do that. So regarding the final mental list, we will have a look into it. Just give us a message, direct message to me in the Discord channel. Yeah. Hello. So what I will do is like I will share my screen. Then right. So what we do is like we go to. So this is like a usual process when we go to somebody's repository and how we select the projects. Now, so for example, I just want to work in something like Firebase. All right. Okay, I can see a lot of Firebase projects. Make sure that you selected 2024. Otherwise, you will be getting a different projects. So there are like different years project, and those last year's projects are not active. So when I selected Firebase, all the projects which is somewhat working on the Firebase is open up over there. Now, let me show you how exactly we can analyze a particular repository. So I'm just taking a random repository. There is nothing like. All right. So by looking at this repository, what I get is like there is like a good kind of README file which is already created. That's really appreciated. Then the second one is like there is a video. So any beginner people who want to contribute, so they can see the uh, complete details, and there is a setup thing. I think it's pretty good. So they have made it in a very good features. So you have complete guideline for here to learn about this particular project. And for second thing which you have to look for in a project is something like uh, how many contributors are already contributed and what programming language mainly they are using. They are using Dart. All right. Now, the third thing you have to look for the commits. How frequent the commits is happening into the particular project. Otherwise, what usually happens is like you go into a repository, you raise an issue. Sometimes the project admins will take a long time, and it's all depends upon the project admins. We can't do anything, so we are providing you a platform for both the project admins and for you to contribute and build a open source project. So sometimes it depends, it can delay due to project admins as well. So in that case, as a contributor, it's your responsibility to see the commit activity, see and analyze how frequent the commit activities is happening. For example, here I can see 90 commits has been happened. Now when you click on the commit history, you can see On 23rd, this many commits has happened. 22nd and 21, so which means like almost every day there's like a at least 6 to 8 commits is happening. So this seems like a pretty good one, right? So I have got some good impression on this particular project. Then the fourth thing which you have to look for is on the issues. So on the issue page, you have to look at over here whether they have assigned the proper labels. So we have to look for the proper label like GSOC. So this label is pretty much wrong. So we are using just GSOC without the brackets. Otherwise, all the contribution went to this particular project won't be counted. So it's the contributor's responsibility to let the project admin know that the label which they have followed is completely wrong. The level one is perfect. There is no space. It's good. Level one is good, but the label for GSOC is completely wrong. There should not be a brackets over there. So we have rolled out emails to project admins, mentors regarding this. So I can still see some of the project admin follow this particular thing. So you had to alert them. Now you have to see. Then this is the final most part. You have to see the pull request whether they are assigning you levels over there. I can see the same issue on over here. So all the pull requests has been gone through this particular project. They can still correct it. So if they remove the bracket and correct the label, it's perfect. I'm not sure where this bracket thing is comes into the picture. We never rolled out any mails regarding the bracket. So so anybody who is working on this particular project, let them know. Now similarly, let me go back. So I just want to work on something called machine learning, and this is like my repository over here, just for a sample. Um, Again, I'm trying to explain you how to analyze the project. Go to their repository, see whether there is like a detailed description, which is very easy for you to understand, and there is like a guideline. And most of the project, we mentioned them to put in the learn.md file. So in the learn.md file, you will be having a complete details on how to reproduce or how to work on that particular skill. So this is like a complete details about how the project is and how to reproduce as well. Now, as I told you before, look for the commits. You can see how frequent this commit is happening. So all the files has been updating on frequent basis. Now, and you can go to the commits history and you can see how frequent and how whether they are committing it on daily. Then go to the issues and check whether the labels are proper or not. Are they doing it proper way? So even if you don't have any intention to contribute to this particular project, it's better you alert the particular project admin if they are not following the proper labels. Now, this seems good. Everything is fine over here. And you look at the pull request. All the labels and levels are pretty much fine. Look for the closed pull request. Make sure that, okay, the project admin has labeled all the pull request has been gone through it. So you can see how active this particular project is. So this is the way that you can reduce your wait time. I understand like a lot of people message regarding you raise an issue and you don't get any response. So 1 or 2 days is fine because project admin might be focusing on some of the main issues or some time being. So 1 or 2 days is fine. But if it is going more than 2 days, um, again we can't tell or force the project admin to assign you fast because they have to analyze whether the feature is required or something like that. But that's why we assign the mentor for each project so they can help you on a free a transparent communication on what's going, why there is a lot of waiting time, and they can suggest you some issues they you can potentially work on. All right. So that's a few things which you have to notice to reduce your waiting time on particular issue. So I'm just make sure that, okay, even if they are assigning some basic issues, I just make sure that to communicate to them properly. Then another common thing I found is like when you take this particular issue, it's like making a Streamlit website. Now you can see one person has already requested for first requested first. So when somebody raise an issue, we what as a project admin or mentor, we told them to do in this particular way. When somebody raise an issue, they initially assign to first person, the person who comes first and comment on the particular issue, and then we assign to the second person or third person if the first person is not working on that particular issue for more than 5 days. Or another way a project admin or mentor can do is like they can collaborate together. So for example, this person is also asked me the same thing, so I replied saying that, okay, why don't you work together and commit together. So when you work and commit together, you get the collaborative badge, just the GitHub badge. When you do collaborative commits, GitHub provide you a badge, so that looks like this over here, right? So you get that badge as well. So this is another way that you can collaborate with 2 or 3 people on a single issue. So it's up to the project admin or mentor to assign you whether that, or and it's also your decision, and you have to split the work between all 3 of you guys or 2 of you guys. Then you have to work on it. All right. Now there is like a short notice to the mentor, and I have noticed like we are launching leaderboard in another 5 days, and I have noticed few things. I have seen the leaderboard and I have seen who is scoring top. So I have noticed few things. It's like many people assign level 3 or level 2 the documentation level issues, and if you are a contributor contributing to a project, and if you see a person is getting high level levels labels on a issue which they are not deserving on it, let us know, like flagging the project or the project admin, so we can talk to them and change the levels, because it would be not a right way for people to uh, be on the leaderboard. So we have to be, uh, normalize the levels for each category. So we can't give a documentation a level 3 or level 2. Even for the automation of the issues or like using GitHub Actions, don't give level 3 or level 2. It only deserves level 1 because it doesn't take much of the effort. It does take some effort to create the tokens and everything, but when a person do it on 50 repository, that gives an exponential leaderboard score, right? So we can do one thing from our end is like flagging that person, so but we don't want to do it. So make sure that people who works on the documentation and people who works on the GitHub Actions or like automation doesn't get level 2 or level 3, and assign the level 3 and level 2 based on the difficulty of the particular commit you're making. So once the leaderboard is launched, we will, as a core team, we will also look into all the PRs. And if we see that any level is assigned, we will remove the levels completely. All right. So that's a way that we have to make sure that, okay, all of the contributors get enough recognition of or for the work they are doing or the pull request they are doing on the leaderboard. Now that's the thing which I want to share you. And as I told you, GitHub badges. GitHub provides you different badges for different commits when you raise a pull request or something like that. And one way to get one of the GitHub badges is like collaborate with 2 or 3 people in a repository. Oh, just and another way is like, oh, just give me a minute. Another way is like answering the question to the people. So what I will be doing is like I'll be sharing you the link over here. I'll be sharing the link in the comment box, so you can raise your questions over here. So I'll be answering from here rather than the YouTube comments, because what happens usually is like when we have a live event or Q&A session, most of we won't be able to answer all the questions which we raised in the comment box like this. So I also want to join, so we won't be able to answer or we won't be able to pick up all the questions. So I want you guys to uh, ask the questions over here, so I can pick up the questions from here and answer it. So even if uh, due to the time constraint, even if I was not able to answer it, there will be people already answering. For example, you can see there's like a 7 hours ago, there are some issues questions over here. So people are, other community members will help you answering this question within 30 minutes. All right. So meanwhile, you post the question over here. What I will be doing is like, I will be taking some questions. Maybe I'll just see what it is. So how this is working is like, if any of the people who watching here knows any answer for this, what you can do is like, how can I get what project it is? So I can also give them instant feedback like this. So please refer this. So we shall ask the question like, how should I start project and how can I get what the project is? So as I told you, to get a project, all you need to do is like go to this particular website of GSOC, filter by your tech stack. For example, if you are an HTML guy, go this all like HTML projects, and as a contributor, you can contribute to any projects. Right now we have 200 projects and we are onboarding 100 plus projects more, so you can contribute to all 300 projects which you want. So we are not restricting on anything, and the contribution can be like changing spelling mistake or something like that. If you are a beginner, then you can go to high level like back end changes or something like that. So that's a way that you can start, and all the details of what you will be getting as a contributor, the certification thing, what is the leaderboard, when the leaderboard will be launching, and complete guide is listed over here. So this is like a GitHub page, and I'm commenting it over here. See, the amazing part is like, meanwhile I answered this question, there is like one of the member already answered this question over here. Now what I can do is like, once I mark this particular, okay, go to the GSOC website and explore the project, try to connect with the mentors. All right, so this seems like a good answer, so I mark this as an answer. So what happens over here is like, this person gets a GitHub badge. For example, you can see he already answered 17 question like this. So you answer question or you help other people, you get the GitHub badge. So when I go to his profile, I can see the GitHub badge over here, and he's on bronze stage, I believe. Um, just 1 minute. Yeah, it's on the bronze. So you can see the bronze badge over here. And when you do pull request, when you merge something, you get these badges, and badges are different categories. And all the details about badges is posted over here. Over here. So you get default to bronze, silver, gold kind of badges. All right. So I hope that is easy to understand. Now let's come back to the Q&A session. Let's take few more Q&A. I don't see much of the questions over here popping up. As I mentioned, there is a GitHub link shared with you, so please ask the questions over here. Meanwhile, I'll take some questions. All right. Oh, I can see this, like, please merge the PR that we have done for adding our names in readme.md file. So what's happening over there is like, we have received a lot of commits. You can see around 724. So all the 27,000 people are adding to this particular thing. So we are doing our best to review and trying to merge it daily. So yeah, we will do that soon, so don't worry about it. So this particular is repository is only for the practice purpose. This doesn't count towards your leaderboard, so it's just for practice. That's why we are not giving priority to it. So when the core member get free time, they will be contributing to this particular projects. um, I can't share the Discord ID in the live session because the link is only exclusive for the contributors. So you can reach out to me on the LinkedIn. Let me share my LinkedIn. I shared you the LinkedIn of mine, so you can reach out to me over there. So I'll be sharing you the Discord ID after verifying that you have applied as a contributor. All right, then will pull request be counted if we don't raise an issue? Pull request will be counted even if we not raise an issue. But the thing is like in an open source, you have to be follow some guidelines, which is basically like you have to raise an issue because you're contributing to somebody else's repository. So you can't directly raise and pull request. The method which we follow is like you have to raise an issue, then the project admin has to assign that issue, then you work on the issue, you raise the pull request and make sure that the project admin assign you labels. Once the review is done, they will merge. That's how the project cycle keeps happening. So yeah. There's one other questions like my project admin just has labeled project level, not GSOC. Yes, you have to inform your admin regarding that because in the leaderboard, we look for a project tag with GSOC. Then all the PR of that particular tag will be added from the GitHub API. Then we use score method for, then we use the labels like level 1, level 2, level 3 to calculate your scores. So it's very important for project admin to add the GSOC. I'm not sure why few of the project admin people has not using the labels or like GSOC or level 1, because as you are contributing to that particular project, you have to make sure admin knows it. And until and unless if the labels are not assigned in your PR or issues, don't work on it. I mean, if you want to contribute to open source, you can still contribute, but the leaderboard won't be counted. If you're working to show the leaderboard and be part of the competition, make sure that the admin add the labels, then only you start working on it. That's the suggestions to get you on the leaderboard and get the rewards. All right. Um, Yeah, as this person says, like it's a etiquette to raise an issue first, then somebody assign you the issue. And usually in the open source, it's very common to have this wait period. Like if you contribute to very very big projects, you can see that usually there will be like a very high waiting time. So yeah, coming back to the Q&A, I will be answering. There are a few more questions asked. Level assign. Hey, the mentors or the project admin who are asking labels to issue are not doing properly. I have contributed to 2 projects so far, and they assigned the label with the level 1, and I please address this issue. Okay, we have told multiple times on the Gmail and alerts regarding this. Yeah. So don't worry, even if you have contributed and somebody merged your PR with the wrong labels, don't worry. We will talk with the project admin so they can still revert the labels and correct the labels. Then even the merged PR will be counted on your leaderboard. So I can see that the label 1 is a wrong way of tagging. There should not be any space between level 1. So the correct labels are GSOC. You can even use GSOC'24, level 1, level 2, level 3. Yeah, so you have to either reach out to the mentors or reach out to any of the project managers or core team members on the Discord. Or you can even tag them on the issue itself, saying that, okay, hey, project admin, you are using a wrong label. I'm not ready going to do work until you assign me a proper label. Then later we will also, as a team member, we will also ensure to go through all the repository. Even if some of the project admins merged your PR with the wrong label, we will make sure that okay, it get fixed. All right. Now let me get into the next question. Level assigning. All right. I have been trying since 2 weeks. I have raised the issue but not assigned any task. What should I do? So this is like a common issue. Now for people like this, I can what I can do is like we will roll out new projects, so which is like a very beginner friendly. So you will be having a lot of projects to contribute, and maybe I can. So in this repository, we need a lot of documentation related works. So maybe you can reach out to this particular project. Yeah, to contribute. So I can assign you, because this is my project. So I can assign you basic level changes, and you can work on it. It can be something like adding some details about this project, and just make sure that you don't use any chat gpt, because that's one thing we hate. Even if you use chat gpt, just make sure that you modify according to the project. I can see like a lot of people on the documentation section using the chat gpt. Complete a red flag. That's not open source. That's not at all open source. So make sure that even if you use ChatGPT, modify things according to that particular project. And I really don't recommend to use ChatGPT. Yeah, you can see in the real time as well. Some two people has already been addressed this issue. Yeah, so I'm just marking this person as answered. All right. Now, what happened is like as I told you before, this person will get uh, that particular badge if she get answered one more answer. It's like you need to have two answers to get the badge, right? Now let me go back to the discussion and see the next question. Steps to contribute. All right. Um, just so I can add few more links over here. So this page conveys all the relevant details for the steps to contribute. You go to our blog. Oh no, not over there. How GSOC works. So we have created a step-by-step instruction on how exactly things works on a flowchart. So this would be easy for you to understand, like a pyramid structure. Now I will just paste that question over uh, thing over here. And if you want to have a detailed understanding about how the things works, um, I'll just paste this link as well. So this is like complete introduction about how you can start contributing, right? I'll just paste the link over here as well. So anybody who's watching this video, just head into the discussion board. So you will be able to see even if the live session ends. So that's why I'm not recommending you to comment on the YouTube right now. Just head into the link which I shared over here. So all the links are over here. Now, as I told you, this is Amulda's second answer, which I'm going to mark. Now, maybe it might take some time to reflect on her profile, but yeah, she will get the GitHub uh, achievement badge. Yeah, she already got the Galaxy Brain right now. And if you just scroll over here, you can see she answered that particular second answer is accepted, which is one answer which I marked answer right now. So getting these badges is like not something big, but it's something like a show you can show off in the community. Like, okay, you've been having a good badge, which means that okay, you've been a frequent open source person. So it's like a show off badge. So I like to flex my badges here and there when I just talk about GitHub and teach GitHub on the campuses. All right. So let me go back to the discussion again. Steps to contribute. All right. Late starting. Right now, my semester and exams are going. That's why I'm not able to contribute at all. Will my opportunity get right project decreases if I start? No, it's all right. There is no specific date to start or something. Even if you have not started contributing, you can start. As you know that this is like a 3 months long program, so you have 3 months of time to contribute to this program. Uh, Yeah, just try to catch up with the leaderboard. That's the only thing hurdle in front of you. But I can see after verifying the leaderboard, I can see it is not too late to start. So you can still start on the things. We were fixing the project things and everything, so it is not too late to start. So this person has said, "Hi sir, I have raised an issue on Scrape ML project. I'm requesting you to assign to me, sir." All right, let me go there. So this is what usually happens when somebody scraping the GSOC website. Scrape the project page of GSOC 2024. Project page of GSOC 2024. Could you please assign it? Again, this is not relevant to what we do. So you have to understand the project first. So this particular project is only for reviews, like INTB movie reviews, Amazon. So that's what we are focusing right now. And I think this has been communicated in the discussion board as well. So anything related to reviews or something, I'm happy to welcome. So I don't reject any of the reviews so far. So what I do is like I will push that into the backlog. So it will be like a code library. So I will just assign this issue this to this particular person, because for me, I just want to assign give an opportunity to everyone to explore the open source. As this project, which is not something very big, so it can be a platform to learn. So that's what I'm trying to do. So basically like this, you have to assign the labels. All right. All right. So this is not movie recommended. This is like OCR. All right. So I have assigned this particular person an issue, so this person can start working on it. So once he works, he has to do a pull request. So then I will verify the pull request. That's how the things works. Okay, let me check any other questions. Okay, not sure which link they are talking about here. As of now, you can't register to the program because the registration period has been already over. But if you just want to explore the open source, you're feel free to come to the repository and explore the projects which we have, and you can contribute. So this is like an open source program. Anybody can contribute. But things like you won't be part of the leaderboard as we already closed the contributor form. Now, I think did we covered all the answers? What is this? And don't do this. Like this is like a very bad way in the open source. So we are creating an inclusive community, and you can't do this. This is like I will completely block this particular person. So what happens is like when you do this, when you get report, if you contribute to any of the repository, the entire GitHub thing is get blocked. So you won't be able to, your leaderboard will lose, your personal projects will lose. So don't do this. This is like not a good way of doing. I'm not blocking this person. I'm just deleting this discussion right now. So make sure that what you share on the public platform, especially in personal projects, if somebody blocks you, you're done. All right. All right. 1 hour ago. And the final mental list is as we are onboarding new projects, the list is still getting updated. So we'll make sure that by Monday or Tuesday give you final list after sorting the new project as well, because we currently removed few projects. So what we did is like we removed few members into the wait list, so we will assign those members to the new projects. That's how the things we are planning to do. And also we will open discussion channels for each with project admins and mentors in the Discord. Make sure that you join the Discord. Discord is like an amazing platform. For example, you can see it over here. This is like amazing platform. We have enough more people over here this time. We still need people, like around 27,000 people are there in this project registered. So we expecting more people to join. So the link to join the Discord is in the discussion board. So we have categorized it as project admins, mentors, and contributors. So any doubts, anytime, you can ask it over here. So there are people like core team members like Sneha, Hemant, every like Prince, took resolve your issue instantly. And there is like another tech channel to discuss about if you are a complete beginner, people are ready to teach you. So you can see there will be uh, uh, sessions going on here and there, and you can raise an issue like ticket regarding any of the problems you're facing, and you can see you have an option to raise a ticket over here. So yeah, feel free to explore it. It's an amazing channel. It has been well maintained, and it has been used by all the people. So yeah, it's very easy way to communicate, and we post the announcement here and there every time. You can see current live event, so you won't get missed any of the updates happening from this program. All right. Now there is some another thing is like spam issues report. There are few contributors who just spam the issues, just doing 10, 15 level 1 issues on one day, and mentors are assigning it. There are few contributors. Okay, so yeah, even I noticed like there are issues coming from the contributors. So make sure that we can only suggest you guys to do a quality contribution. So ignore the leaderboard for time being. So we make sure that we uh, give you rewards for whatever you do contribution. But try to do a quality contribution. Don't just keep raising the issue. And as a mentor, it's your responsibility to make sure that quality contribution happening into that particular repository. Being a maintainer for one organization is like a big responsibility. So make sure that as a core team, we will make sure that there is no spam happens. And even if you notice a spam happen, just tag us on the Discord group or on the LinkedIn page. That would be a best way to deal with it. All right. There is something called leaderboard announcement. So the leaderboard gets updated on May 30th, and there is another surprising things for you on the leaderboard. So when you go here, you can see the leaderboard update. Not now. On 30th, we will be updating the leaderboard. So unlike like last year, what we planned is to do is like we are rolling out badges. So we have created a different category. So your badges will be appearing over here. So yeah, we will give you a email to everyone regarding the badge update. So I'm just giving you, for the people who joined this meeting, I just want to give you something sneak peek of what's coming up. And the badges are really amazing. Like we have created 8 or 10 levels. So yeah, I hope you get, and it's an opportunity for you to showcase your skills, like showcasing your badge on the social media or something like that. So it gets updated on May 30th. All right. So even if I don't answer most of the questions over here, I will just make sure that after this call, I will just type myself, like I will write myself here for every one of your queries. So that's why I'm just forcing you to ask the questions over there. Just give me a minute. Let me filter by unanswered. Contribution credits. Hi, I have contributed, but under the contribution section of that project, my name is not showing up. Okay, so this is another thing. For example, let me go to the repository. So I hope this person was trying to say contribution section. All right, makes sense. GitHub usually takes some time for things to update. Even after you pull request, it won't update instantly. I hope you're talking about this thing. So this thing will take some time, maybe 2 or 3 days. It's not our problem. It's the GitHub will make sure that, okay, that's not a bot PR, and they do verification. Then only you will be able to see your name over here. So this is an amazing way to showcase. You can, for example, if you have a resume and you have contributed to somebody's project, just copy the link over there, and they can literally verify, okay, whether you have contributed to the particular projects or not. All right, then there is another section where your things appear. It's the same thing over here. So if the project has this particular README page. So this is like a showcase to show support or thanks for contributing to the particular project. And it may not there for every project. It need to be coded on the repository. So maybe for the beginner, what you can do is like you can suggest this kind of changes into the project which doesn't have this thing. And the code is very simple. You click on the edit button and you can literally see the code over here. So this is the code, isn't it? Yeah. So this is the code. You just need to go to this website and create a particular thing. So it's kind of easy. All right. So I have answered you that question. Now, beginner to hard to find contribution. As I told you, if you are a beginner, I'm happy to welcome you to this particular projects right now. Yeah, and I believe there are like a lot of beginner friendly projects available right now, and it might be like not easy for you to find out, but we will make sure after the leaderboard opens, we already categorize the projects based on difficulty level 1 to 5. So we will share you easy projects you to work on, or also connect with me on the LinkedIn, because I do share beginner post which is very beginner friendly and tips and tricks for you to contribute. All right, now let me see connect to mentors. I think this is the old one. I want to know about the leaderboard. So the leaderboard is basically works like when you contribute to somebody's project. For example, let me go over here. I can see pull request. So this is the pull request which is yet to merge, and this is like the closed pull request for this particular repository. And you can see a lot of beginner friendly issue has been raised. So when you raise this issue and one particular person is assigned, so what happened is like our leaderboard will count every PR. So this is the total number of PR this person has did in 2023. Now for every PR, we will give you score one score, and you can see difficulty levels over here: level 2, level 1, and level 1 carries 10 points, level 2 carries 25 points, level 3 carries 45 points. Now we count level. For example, if you contributed level 2 level 1, you get 20 points plus 2 PRs, 22 points. That's on your scoreboard. So that's a one way we calculate the levels. And as I told you, we are launching badges. So those badges will be available over here and here as well. So that will be counted based on your scoreboard as well. So that's how the leaderboard works, and it will open on May 30th. We know that you exams are going on, so that's why we didn't push the leaderboard on the launching of the program. So that's why it took some time. So now you guys will be free. So when we launch the leaderboard, it would be easy for you to contribute. Now, how to connect with mentors of different organizations? What are the roles and what all do as contributor? Are the mentors assigned to us and do they assign to the projects? All right. So regarding this, the current mentor list, you can find it over here. Maybe I'll just share you the comment and I'll try to pin it. So current mentor list can be find here. Mentor assigned to the project list. So this is an Excel file where current selected projects and respective mentors. You can mail the mentors, or you can go to the particular repository of that particular project, and you can ask who is the mentor or something like that. So that's the easy way to find it out. Oh, I forgot to mark this as answer. This is somewhat good answer. All right. I have contributed, but under the contribution section, the project name is not showing. Okay, this is we already answered. Let me see any new questions. How to do PR? Expected leaderboard. As you're working for multiple years with GSOC, so what do you think about this year's contribution? What could be a leaderboard top points higher than previous year or average? I would definitely say this year's leaderboard is going to be pretty high. Just give me a minute. Maybe I can just show you a glimpse about what the contribution looks like in the overall. Just give me a minute. So I can literally say that this year's contribution is going to be beat all the year's uh, contribution rankings. All right. And this is the first time me with the GSOC, so I'm not sure how well did they last year, but I can see their metrics from the last year. All right. This is not a distraction. Just took a screenshot. Yeah. So this is the current statistics. So about all the 200 projects which we have. So we have pulled around 7,400 pull requests, and we opened around 8,000 issues, and around 5,000 stars has gone to all the things, and around 9,700, around 10,000 forking of the projects has been happened, and this has been happened in around 15 days, and this is like pretty high. So I believe like this is going to be huge. So yeah, as you guys are like really active, we will roll out rewards like XYZ domain challenge. So we have few more coming up in the next few weeks, and we have few good people speakers on board, so they can help you with the career, and we are trying to bring a lot of perks and rewards for you to be active contributors. I'm a beginner and I found hard to contribute. Oh, I think I already answered this one. So regarding the leaderboard, this is what we are bringing to you: how to clone or PR with Git base. So this is like amazing tutorials over here. So if you are a complete beginner, I literally mark this as an answer. So if you are a complete beginner, you can start it over here, how to contribute. And also if you go to the GSOC website, if you see open source practice, it's taking time. Yeah, if you go open source practice, so here is like a step-by-step guide on how to do your first pull request. This is like a practice repository. As this particular person suggested, did I lose that? Yeah, how to do PR. As this person suggested, there are websites where you can help with from beginner friendly GitHub, like what is GitHub, and from there how to install the GitHub, how to create a repository, and some git cheat sheet commands. And yeah, if you face conflict issues, this would really help you. All right, so this is an amazing way to understand what is GitHub and everything. And after May 30th, we will also launch training program for you to understand what is GitHub and how to do GitHub contribution or something like that. So this is only GitHub commands we use. There are like multiple ways to contribute. So yeah, we will come to that. So as of now, you just try to understand those things. Okay, so there are like more questions coming into the picture. How many projects one should contribute as a beginner? So it depends. You don't have to worry about it. You can contribute to n number of projects. See where is the possibility that you can contribute a lot. If there is a project with very less documentation or very less README file, and try working with correcting their spelling mistake or something like that. And as a beginner, if you are somewhat good at the technical skills, maybe try working understanding a single project better than focusing on maybe around 5 to 7 projects. That would be fine. And also when you try to contribute to an organizational level projects, what organization you have contributed to, that will show up here. So I've been part of this GitHub Campus Expert. So if somebody want to apply for GitHub Campus Expert program, you can reach out to me. So this particular program I've been contributed, and there are a few repository which been part of the GSOC as well, Gagan space. So once you part of this, when you try to contribute, you will be able to join the organization when you are well connected with the PA. Just for sharing, if you want to organize or join my organization, you just need to come here, uh, fill the invitation link, so you will be able to join the organization, and you can this particular organization tab will be open for you. I'm just sharing that as well, as this project is part of the GSOC. All right. Then now let me see. It's almost 50 minutes. I was initially planned the session for few minutes. PHP related projects. Yeah, we have noticed few of Java related, PHP related projects are very less. So what we do is like we'll make sure that in the new onboarding projects, those related projects are available. Points for issues without GSOC level. Issue is not labeled, GSOC will get any points. So if this is not labeled, as we told you, it won't come in the leaderboard, because leaderboard is like a bunch of code which we have designed. Now you can see somebody when I'm, and this is like a best part of in open source. So you don't have to expect one person to answer for your question. So there are like 27,000 people who are here to help you. So somebody, one of the contributor answered it. So we created the leaderboard like writing some code. So the code has to work in a particular defined way. So code can only work when the labels are defined. So it's your responsibility as a contributor. For example, if you contribute to somebody's project, now it's your responsibility for let the admin know, even if it is merged PR, uh, let the admin know fix the labels. So the leaderboard runs twice in a day automatically. So if they fix the labels on the next run, they can fix it. All right, just give me a minute. All right. Again, C++ projects are very comparatively less, so we'll make sure that on the new list we have a lot of projects. Can you briefly explain what the use of contribution in a project is? I'm a new to your YouTube channel. I will definitely explore more about your invitation later. Can you provide some information or video to help me understand what are you doing and what contributions are? So many of the contributors might be think about it. So basically, it's like so GitHub is a platform where you can contribute to different projects. If I say Linux is open source, if I say Android is open source, so these all platforms are like open source. So anybody can go there and add some features into their open source project and make the open source something better. For example, Ubuntu, it's like an open source software, right? So which means that anybody in the call session, whoever in the call, can go and change that particular, add some functionality or feature to that particular project. Now when you do contribution, you can see something called this green check. So this is like same like lead code. When you prepare interview for Google or Microsoft, those company, you have one website called lead code, where you can, when you contribute to, when you solve one question in a day, you get the checkpoints. So similarly in the GitHub, you have these checkpoints, where when you make individual contributions, these checkpoints will be added. For example, now today I don't have any checkpoints, so what I will do is like I can just simply go here. So I can just review one of the PR, right? So there is like a pull request has been requested over here, and I'm the owner of this particular thing. Now let me go here. He has added the name to the repository. So what I will do is like I will review everything is fine or not. Is good. He has followed the guideline. So I said good. Submit review. Merge pull request. Confirm merge. All right. So what I did is like I merged somebody's pull request. So similarly, now you can see I got a green checkpoint, and you can also see how many contribution you are making in a day. For example, yesterday I made around 117 contribution, and you can see this contribution. And anybody on the internet can come to the repository and verify what I have did on that particular day. For example, if I you want to see what I did on last year, June 6th, see I created some presentation on bias model, right? So just sharing my GitHub link over here, so if you want to come and explore it. All right, so this is a way that you can showcase your talent, and this is like your new resume. For example, if I show my resume to you guys, you can see LinkedIn and GitHub is over here. So this is like an integral part these days where companies and everyone, recruiters mainly look at whether you are doing something apart from your academic activities. So this particular point, this open source things will be helpful for you. And also this is like a great way to engage with the community or build your networks, because there are like a lot of people who are really in a high level positions. Maybe somebody's there are like a lot of projects who is like a really running organization. So if they really like your contribution, they can really offer you some kind of jobs or something, part-time or full-time, it depends. I have seen a lot of people's lives get changed through GitHub repository commits. So that's what really happens in the GitHub platform. So let me go back to any more questions. Okay, so this would be our last question. What will new projects be updated in the when will be? Okay, so we are trying to launch it as soon as possible. So maybe by next Tuesday, by 28th, you will be able to see the new projects. All right. Now let me see. Okay, let me take few more questions which I got in the comment box over here. Um, what if we request the mentor to upgrade the level and he doesn't respond? Can you suggest the correct level for complete a web page section implementation which is responsive? Um, it's all depends. Yeah, if it is running on Node.js, like a section implementation which is responsive and interactive, maximum level 2 or level, yeah, 1, level 1 or level 2 can be provided on this. And this also depends upon how complex that particular website is. It's just like if it is a static website, then level 1 would be more than enough. If it is like a um, some production website or something like that, then level 2 would be much more enough, because you're not touching the backend side. So if you're changing something like a backend, then level 3 would be right points over there. All right. Thanks for the help. I got to work. All right. So I think I have mm, yeah completed. And for the people who think that okay, you have raised your PR in the deleted projects, don't worry. All the deleted projects PR will still counted, but they won't be part of the program because they were like inactive or they were not following the guidelines. So that's why we deleted few of the projects, and they were not meeting some quality standards. That's why we few of the people raised flagged that project. That's why we removed them from the program. All right. So I think I covered most of the questions here. How to resolve conflict within the PR. So this is like this is a bit technical. So you have to reach out to your mentor or join the Discord team and ask in the contributor section. I have seen yesterday somebody was detailed explaining how to resolve the conflicts. It can be easy fix. It can be different one. So only one way to avoid is like whenever you try to push your repository, try to pull it first. So otherwise you may not pushing it to the updated repository. That's why the conflict issues happens. You can't solve the issue which is assigned to others. No, never. Don't do that. Don't work on issue which is not assigned to you, because we have clearly told project admins not to merge those requests, because this is like a competition program, so there will be other people who are really working. And even in real time open source projects, you only work, assign an issue, then once you assigned, then only you work on the issue. That's the basic etiquette we follows. PR means pull request. So you can just go to the links which we shared before, and you can, um, yeah, you can learn more about the PR. So yeah, so that's a way to learn about these things. And if you have any doubts, join the Discord team, ask any PM people to any help regarding any conflicts issue. I have seen people are like really responsive, and they will really help you. So I hope this 1 hour session was like Q&A helped you guys. Now going forward, the level of Q&A will be increased. I'm pretty much sure there will be like a lot of technical questions comes into the picture. So we are making sure that every week we'll have a live session with different program managers for the Q&A. So I hope this was helpful for you. Can I know whether this Q&A was helpful for you to understand something about how to contribute and what open source in general? Can I get your comments? So maybe that would be like a thing to move further with the live Q&A every week. Yeah, if you haven't started, you can start in few days. Even if you can start after 1 month, it's not a problem. You will be still able to get into the leaderboard. All right, so that's a really good motivation for me to go and do a live session for every week 1 hour, or I will try to arrange other program managers. And also in a career level for you guys, we are onboarding a lot of speakers who is like software engineers or data science people, to come and talk to you regarding how to proceed with your career or something in the upcoming week. So we have 2 events scheduled in every week, so far, and we are trying to reach out to more people, so they will help you to come and uh, give you some guidance. So that's something which you guys will and exclusively get being a part of this GSOC. All right, that's all then. Just keep contributing. It's a weekend, it's a vacation time for most of the people. So don't spend time watching the Netflix. So come and contribute. There are like different projects waiting for you. And yeah, I hope great learning. Thank you. See you next week.